Though. What's up, people? Where is the... How do I change the font size? This font is 10? That is so small. 14. There we go. What's up, Boris? How we doing? Alright, so I need an index page. What else do I want? Index. And I want, like, we could use the fetch data page. Probably gonna need to create a table. And let's see what else we need. How you holding up? Let me move the mic closer to me. Is the music too loud? I can never tell if the music's too loud or not. I'm alright, I'm a little tired today. I'm super tired today. Let me change the lighting a little bit. Alright, so I was working on this a little bit before, just so I get the boring stuff out of the way. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Blazor WebAssembly. So what we've got going on here is like super simple web page. This is pretty much like the template that's generated by Blazor. What I want to do is I want to use this fetch data page, and I want to sort of create a table that'll display like the upcoming streams that I have. So I'll have a date, the topic, the link to the stream, and then any notes that I want to add to the stream. But I want this data to be supplied, to be pulled from a storage table or Cosmos DB. I think just now, just a storage table. And I want the Blazor app to just be pulling JSON. Like, it doesn't do any of the, I guess, logic at all. It just pulls JSON. So the actual logic will be put inside of an Azure function. So this front end that we're seeing right now it's going to be pretty much all static. So we can keep it super lightweight, and then I can deploy it onto like a storage account. So I was hoping that they would have Blazor support for the static web apps, but it's not out yet. when I think they announced it back in build, so that was May. So first thing I gotta do is remove. I don't need this counter. I guess this is just like a test page they gave with template. So I'm gonna remove this counter page, and then I'm gonna rename this fetch data to like streams. So we'll have a home and a streams page. So let's stop this. Music is good. Perfect. I'm probably gonna get copyright claimed or a strike on this one, but it doesn't matter because I'd rather get claimed than have like lame music. There's nothing like gets you out of the zone than lame music. Yeah, cause you're like a robot always working. Gotta pay bills, man. It's so much pressure to like, you know, not fail, right? All right, so what did I say was first thing? Okay, so first thing we need, what we don't need is, let me show you a little bit about the structure of a Blazor page. So let's keep this running. We'll keep this running a little bit. So you see we have we have like a nav menu, and then we have the actual content, and then we have page. So you see we have home, counter, and fetch data. And if you look at the URLs, that'll be our home, and our counter will be the URL / counter, and then we have our fetch data, right? / fetch data. If we look at, let's look at like the index page. This is our index page, and you can see that the @page attribute at the top with whatever is inside of these double quotes is going to reflect your URL. So you can see, for example, home doesn't have anything, counter has / counter. And if we go into the counter page, you can see we have that up here, right? So that is that simple attribute. Then if we look into the actual structure of how the project is put together, we have, if you're familiar with front-end development, this might look familiar to like other frameworks, but Blazor is all utilizing .NET, so I don't write any JavaScript, which is great because I don't know JavaScript at all. I'm frankly a little terrified, just because like all the Twitter chat about or like noise about JavaScript seems pretty terrible to me. So I just feel like it's one of those languages that everyone hates but needs to know, right? So you have your pages, which are Razor pages, which will reflect those same pages that we see here, right? So we have 3 of them. So we have counter, fetch, and index. And then in shared, we have, again, Razor pages, but these are like shared components throughout the entire project, right? So we have main layout, nav menu, and a survey prompt that I'm not using anymore. But I'll show you, for example, main layout. Oh, where did it go? If you spent time on JavaScript, it's not that scary. So I have this project that I can't talk too much about, but it's coming. I think it starts next week. I'm gonna expose like a lot of JavaScript, so I'm sure I'll learn some of my. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we were talking about. Let's close this. We're talking about the shared folder. So these are shared resources. So if we look at main layout, basically it tells us that it inherits from the layout component base, and you can see that we have a sidebar and then we have a main. So this is basically describing the main layout of our page, right? And then these are components that are consistent or shared, hence why it's in a shared folder throughout all our pages. So it'll say, hey, in your main layout is going to consist of a sidebar, and then you're also going to have a main. And then inside of your main class, you're going to have a top row, and then you're going to have a content. So that would reflect a page like, oh, where'd you go? So this is your main layout. Again, we have our nav, and then we have our top bar up here, and then we have our main content down here, right? If we look at nav menu, this is going to describe the nav menu. So see up top, we have my logo. Then we have a little nav bar toggler or toggle button, which will display when it gets like super small. enough to need to toggle the menu, but right now since it's wide, the page is wide enough, you're not going to see it. Then you have the actual links to the pages. And then we have some code down here. All right. And if we look at the last, we're not using survey prompt. But if we go into, for example, the index page, this will inherit the layout, and then it's going to describe whatever is unique to layout to the index page. So you're going to have all the components that are shared in your main layout, and then you're going to then describe what is the page content, right? So this right here is the main layout plus whatever is in the content part, right? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. All right. So what I'm gonna do right now is get rid of the stuff that I don't need from, that comes like from the boilerplate template. So I don't need this. Let's stop this page, hold on. So I know I don't need this here. And I also don't need the counter page. So I'm just gonna keep index and fetch data. And that means we also have to remove them from here. So I don't need the counter. Alright, this is all I need. Shouldn't save that. So all I did was remove those two pages, and so I deleted the files and then removed them from the nav menu. And I think, yeah, that means they're no longer here, right? Cool. Alright, so we're gonna stop this for right now. You'll figure it out, I have no doubt. Yeah. Most, if not all, of my career has just been like, hey, you have no idea what this is. I need you to get this done, go figure it out. So, it's a lot of Googling. Okay, so now I want to change the fetch data to something else. Like, we could call this, like, streams. I guess we call it streams, right? Let's rename this file. Or can I keep it fetch data, the file name? As long as the URL is relevant to streaming, then the file name doesn't... let's just keep... Let's just call it streams. Oh, come on. You efficiently process used by visual counter. What happened though? Alright, so that means we also have to update the nav menu to point to the correct link. Streams. Fetch data. Stream schedule. Stream schedule? Is that correct? And then up here, yeah, sure. Okay, so it keeps popping up on my other screen, but here we go. So I renamed it to stream schedule, and then you see the URL is now streams. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and work with like loading the data that we need. So right now I have it including just date, topic, link, and then notes. I think that's all I need. So okay, so let me think. What I gotta do now? I gotta create a table that actually has it. Then I gotta create a function that will pull the data from the table. And then I have to get the URL of the function. And then instead of doing get JSON from, yeah, I probably have to do like get JSON from async URL or something. I'll create a class that will describe the stream data, and then, or maybe this will work. All right, anyway. Let's create a new function, I guess. So for that, I'm gonna use Visual Code. What does Cosmos DB look like? What does it look like? I mean, I don't. What exactly is, like, what part of Cosmos do you mean? Oh, you're right, time. I guess date should include time, right? Like, it'll be date time. Date and time. Okay, so now let's create. Alright, so we can just keep this to the side. We're gonna create a no, we're gonna create the table first. Okay, so let me open Storage Explorer. Oh no, open the wrong one. Storage Explorer. URL link. Yeah, I have a URL here. Link. I guess I could call it URL. And then any notes here. Greetings, new to the cloud and want to take the fundamental cert. Will this boost my resume? I mean, it depends on what your goal is. But I mean, I would agree with Boris. Any fundamental certification is going to be great. So let me create. I'll do it in the portal, actually. I'll create a new resource group and a new storage account. I have it here. There we go. Oh, forgot to say I'm a systems admin. All right, so if your goal okay, so your sys admin is your goal to become cloud superpower interesting, so I want to follow it. Yeah, start with cloud practitioner or AZ fundamentals, and then from there, depending on what you like, if you want to do admin, go 104. If you want to do developer work, go the 204. I think it's 204. Yeah, either 104 or 204. Okay, let's create a new resource group. Let's call this Made by GPS Site Resource Group. And then we'll call the storage account Made by GPS Storage Account. Oh wait, no, I can't have storage. Site storage. Oh, I forgot it has to be global unique. Made by GPS site storage. There we go. EastUS2. Geo-redundant. John, are you planning on learning AWS, Azure, GCP? I mean, Google Cloud. What are you interested in learning? Alright, all these things are pretty standard for me, except for... We'll say this is production. Nah, we'll say this is dev. And then I own this. Okay, cool. So now that I've created that, I can probably pull it up in my storage explorer. Currently studying Azure. Yes, welcome to the Azure world. I want to welcome many more people to this world. Great videos, by the way. Thank you. Thank you, John, for watching my videos. I hope they are useful. Expect many more. I've been kind of lazy on making them lately, but I do have a few planned. Winter Mule, greetings. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, John, 100daysofcloud.com. On the, you know what? Let's open up the URL just quick second. So if you go to 100daysofcloud.com, and then up here there is a YouTube playlist, and you can click on that, and then you'll get information on what the journey is, how to use the journey template, a bunch of watch the first one and see if it's something that you would be interested in doing. There's a huge Discord. We're about to hit, I think, 1,000 members in there, and there's all just new people or professionals or people who have been doing it for a couple of years or maybe like a whole bunch of years. A bunch of cloud people in there that you can ask your questions. So, 100daysofcloud.com. Alright, so let's close this again. Let me find... If you see me looking to the side, I'm looking at my laptop screen, which is to the side. The storage account that I just created is still not appearing in the Storage Explorer. Why? It doesn't take that long. Try the good old open and close. Good old, did you turn it off, turn it on? I used to love saying that when I worked my help desk job. I used to love saying like, did you try turning it off? Why is it not showing up? Alright, let's go in here. Well, let's create one in the portal. Let's call it stream. Wait. I can't remember if there's a format you need to follow with these table names. Stream data. No, stream schedule. Cool, so I have a link there. But again, I can't add anything in here. So I definitely need the Storage Explorer to work. It's amazing how often it works. I did help desk for my neighborhood as a teenager and earned a good Geek Squad like crazy. It's insane how terrible Geek Squad is and how overpriced it is. I'm not trying to shit on anyone who works at Geek Squad. Any job, any legal job is honest work, you know? But I feel like the times that I've dealt with Geek Squad, it's always been like just terrible. So you begun as a help desk, right? Just trying to get a path, and I'm a bit confused. Yeah, so I started help desk. I was like back in, I can't remember, maybe 3-4 years ago, and I did it for about a year and a half. And I learned cloud. Well, I got interested in cloud computing around like 6 months into my help desk gig. And then there was an infrastructure team there that let me kind of just hang out with them whenever I had downtime. And they would show me whatever stuff they were working on. And then I got certified. And then I just started looking for jobs. This makes no sense. It's still not appearing in here. Alright, I'm gonna try to like log the whole thing out. So this is what I'm seeing, just so I'm in this subscription, right? And it's not storage account, but there is a disks with the name of what we created. It's odd. Oh wait, no. It's not in here. Wait, no, it is. Yeah, so this is the storage account, and then this is a resource group, and then in here we see that, but we don't see... Alright, let me try to sign out completely and sign back in. Branding? What does that mean? To be fair, I did work at as a tech at an Apple store, and we were just as terrible as Geek Squad. At least we were nice though. I think in general we were pretty nice. Here in Greece, there are limited to no junior cloud engineer jobs or similar, and they want like a ton of experience. Well, to be honest, that situation is kind of like what happens here in the US too. Like there's very, very little junior cloud engineer or cloud roles in general. I'm starting to see more now, but I honestly was just a lot of luck how I landed mine. Not to say it's not possible. Let's see if I can. Alright. Let's wait for that to authenticate. Yes, I would say just because there aren't roles, or maybe they require a lot of experience, still go for them. Because you don't, I mean, The least that they're gonna say is no. I guess the worst, not the least. The worst that they could say is no. Or maybe they'll say, hey, come in for an interview, and then you'll be like really lucky like me. You never know. Oh, that is so odd. It's not working. Let me see if I can copy the storage keys. Okay, so I was able to add it with the storage key, but that's weird. It's signed into my account, so it should be able to pull up without a key. Yeah, what's your... Recreate it? Should I try creating another one? I wonder if I changed any networking settings, like, as I was distracted. Let's try again. Yeah, to be fair, let's try again. Alright. And we'll keep all the default settings. Networking. So this is what I'll say. I don't have any certifications in terms of, like, specific to networking. And I also don't know too much networking. I will say if you have the time and like the resources, and I don't know how much like certifications cost for specific networking specifically, but if you do have like what you need to learn those things, definitely take the time to learn those things. Though they go like it. My number one thing that I have like difficulty these days is 100% to networking. All right, let's create another one. Made with GPS. We'll call it website. And we'll call this website storage GPS. US East 2, US East 2, standard. All right, we'll just do review and create. That's it. Okay. Sorry for multiple questions. You are also studying. No, that's fine. This is the reason why I do these streams. So people can ask questions, but also so the chat can like answer questions. Because I don't really know. I know some stuff, but I'm not necessarily a guru or an expert at anything. Alright, so let's see if it pops up in here now. Oh, look, it popped up now. Can you believe that? Wow. Good call, Boris. You told me to recreate it and it worked. Okay. So let's minimize the stuff that we don't need. So in tables, we're gonna go ahead and open up create a table. We're gonna call it stream schedule data. Stream schedule data. Cool. We'll have a partition key, a row key, and what else? We need a date. Call it date time. Or just date? Enter an ISO date. Oh, I don't know this. Someone tell me the ISO date time formatted string that I want to use, so I don't have to Google it. We need date, we need topic, which is just a string. URL, which is a string as well. And then any notes, which is string. Date time. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's just the yeah, that's a date. All right. Let's put like let's just call it test topic, and then URL will just be. Let's just put my YouTube for now. This is just dummy data. Notes. This is dummy data. You're surely more experienced than me. Which language are so this is C#, using the .NET framework. Day, month. Yeah, so but I think they're asking here for like an actual date formatted correctly. So like I'm putting in test data here, so I'd have to format it like, what is the proper format? Like this? Let's Google it. Alright, so this is what I got. Will this work? Or do I have to use this one? I probably have to use this one. Can I really not copy? What? Alright. So let's close this here. See, that's not properly formatted either. What is it asking here? Date, time, format. That's why I wouldn't combine time and date together. Yeah, but regardless, I think I only have date time option. Do I have just date? I don't have just date. I guess I could always just leave it as a string and then just parse it. But does it need the whole thing? I think it would just take date. You think it'll just take date? So if I put just like so like what is it? 2020 0826? You think that'll work? No, it's still red. It doesn't let me insert. Let me open Wikipedia. Okay, so it should want like, then we can do 20, 20, 42, 0. Year, month, day. Yeah, why is that not working? So there's no space. So someone put this example here. It's still red. All right, you know what? F it. I'm gonna make it a string for now. We could always recreate the table. And we're just gonna put it in like this. 2020-08-26. All right, date. See, this is the format that it's asking us for. Okay. So we needed a T. I feel like we put that in before. But you know what? Oh no, we will need a different one. So if we set this to date time and we put in that exact value that they gave us, it does work. Oh, okay. All right, so you know what? Let's erase this. Let's delete this. And then let's add date, topic, URL, notes, string. We're gonna set this to date time. We're gonna use that what they gave us there. Topic, we're gonna say test topic, string URL, test URL. Honestly, let's give it a full URL. Made by, that's not how you spell it. Made by GPS and notes. This is dummy data. All right, so now we have the table, we have the storage account, we have the table. Now we can create the function. So let's open up Visual Code. Don't want you to see everything that I have on my laptop. So let me move to... Make deal. Let's call this get stream schedule. I'm just creating a folder right now. Schedule data function. Oh. Here we are. Oh, that beat is sick. What are you listening to? This is All-Nighter All-Nighter playlist. The specific song is High Noon. I should add one of those widgets. You know how like some people go super crazy with their OBS and they'll have like now playing, and then every time someone like sends a chat message it'll appear, and then every time someone hits subscribe or follow it'll appear. I feel like it'll be like sensory overload though. I forgot to post this on Instagram. Let me take a picture right now. Streaming on YouTube. All right. All right. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Instagram is @MadeByGPS. If you want to see what, you know, how frustrated I consistently am with work stuff, you can. I post like funny stories there about that. All right, well, let's create a function. Let's go into. Come on, Visual Code. Come on. All right. Hold on. And we'll create. And here, C#. What do we want this to be? An HTTP trigger. And then we'll call this get stream schedule data. We want function. We'll set it to anonymous for now. All right, well that creates. All right, let's let it create. Let me catch up with the chat. What was your @MadeByGPS? It's the same as my Twitter. It's the same as my YouTube. It's the same as my GitHub. It's the same as my any username that I use on the internet. It's at. Let me. Okay, so now we need to use the table storage binding. Okay. All right. Table storage binding. Do we need another package for that? I don't think we do. I think that might be included in one of these libraries already. But let's go to trusty Google. Azure functions bindings. And we want table storage. Register register the extension bundle installing. Okay. So we need a class that will describe the table, class that will describe the object first. Okay, so we'll need to create a new file. We'll call this like stream data. No, schedule data. Stream schedule data. Right, and then we'll just copy this. Oh, I don't need all this. I'm gonna copy this. So I don't need this in here. That'll be in the function. I guess I could have put it in the other one. Yeah, that would have in the same file. Stream schedule data. Oh, you know what? I don't need this here. Or do I need it? Public slash. No, I don't need this here. There. How do I should learn my shortcuts. How do I format? There we go. This class describes the table storage object, right? Gotta comment my code, people. All right, save on. So we're gonna have a partition key, a row key, then we have a date. We can't call it date though. We'll call it like stream. Oh, I suck at naming. Stream date. How about that? Because I think date is like a reserved date time. There we go. What else do we need? Oh, we should have probably imported it. That's fine. We need, what else do we have? I'm trying not to have to look back at what we... So we had stream date, oh, topic, and URL, and we had one more, notes. We had notes. Public string notes. Okay, so we have 6 attributes, which is going to describe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Oh, we don't need timestamp though. Okay. Cool. So that's that. Now, in here, we're probably gonna have to add the binding up here, but I don't know if we need. Let's get some more space in here. There we go. I don't know if we need to. This says it does, but I feel like I haven't had to. Q trigger table, my Poco. So we need for output. No. What do we need? So when we hit the function, we need to send. So we need input. No. Do we need input or output? Goodness, I can't. So we need to just list all the entities in the table and return them as JSON. So we have the describing it. I feel like I've done this before. Do I have any videos doing this? I can't remember. Oh, here we go. Table, my partition, my focus. For my log. Okay, so we could probably copy this. I'm gonna copy this binding. I really don't think we need an extra package. So we just need to add it here. And we probably just need to... we might need it. Okay. It's not taking me to the new package. Based on core tools, register the extension. Installing the Azure extensions is... Register a extension bundle. Azure functions storage NuGet. NuGet. Here we go. .NET CLI. And then we'll do terminal. Paste that there. All right. Wait, these streams are always ridiculously informative. Thank you. Okay, so that removed... Oh, it's because we don't have a MyPoco, but we do have a stream scheduled data. We'll just call it data. Oh, we don't have this here. Bad thing is that it's 4 o'clock in the morning here, and this is live. It's mad informative. Thanks for your help. I will try 100 days how to read the books. Maybe try the certs. Have a good one. Have a good night, John, or good morning, I guess. Oh, I can't call this data. We can call this stream data, though. My goodness, I can't spell today. Okay, so let me just write down what I gotta do. When when function is triggered, return all table data in JSON format. So what we have to do is loop through the table, and for now we'll just display them in console. So I think we had an example of that already. Where was I doing that? If there was like a for each. Here we go. So basically all they did was do this. We're gonna do the same. I've been on for an hour already? Wow. Last night, I don't know if anyone was on last night, who's in the chat here, but last night I was playing video games just because it was just like a long day and I didn't want to study. I was just playing video games on stream to test my new laptop, my gaming laptop. I streamed for like 2 hours. I didn't even notice it. Time goes by so fast when you're not like doing, you know, this kind of stuff. Stream. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Variable naming. For each the data in stream data, we're gonna log the data dot partition key dot row key and then dot let's just say topic. Log information. I guess we could keep this rest here for now. This should work. So this should, no, hold on. Is this function set up to the correct storage account? We didn't do that, so it doesn't have access. I'm just gonna move this over here because I have to set the storage account key in the local .settings.json file. I have to first get the storage account key. So let me at least show you what I'm talking about. I pulled up the documentation. So in order for the function to have access to the storage account where we can have blobs, we can have file shares, we can have queues, messages in a queue, and then we can have, of course, table storage. We need to have a connection string, which is basically consists of the name of the storage account plus a kind of like a master key that gives us access to everything. We need to have that connection string declared inside of the local.settings.json file, which is kind of like where you would keep your variables when you're working locally. When you are deploying a function, that file is not deployed, so that never goes into production. You have other ways of configuring your environment, your variables. But yeah, that's what I'm adding now. So right now you can see I'm in here, local setting files, and it explains like things that you can declare in here. So right now I'm going to add this one here, web job storage. Okay, so then I'm gonna move this back over here so I can copy the connection string, and then we can go from there. Okay, so now this should work. So if I hit run, let's see what errors we get. Oh, I did get something here. Can't bind table to type. Yeah, this doesn't seem right. But let's see what kind of error. We're probably using the wrong one here. But let's see what kind of error it gives us once we actually hit the URL. Gashim data can't be invoked from Azure Web Jobs SDK. Is it missing a SD? No, I thought I added that. Is it missing Azure Web Jobs SDK attributes? Well, it might be, but hold on. Okay. So let's look back here. Curve isn't forwarded for functions when alternatives to use by using this or here's an example. That's probably what's wrong with that. What's going on? Cloud table. Oh, you know what? Did I install this one? Or am I dealing with the wrong package here? Microsoft Azure Web Jobs Extensions.storage. That's the right one, right? Microsoft Azure Web Jobs Extension Storage. Yeah. So that's the right one. We might be running. Oh, okay. So we're running functions 2. So that means we can't use this. We have to use, but I feel like I've done, all right, hold on. So that means we have to use, we have to use Cloud Table because we're using version 2 of the runtime. So we'll have to call, well, table, we just need the table name. So we need to use it like this. Table, oh, I shouldn't have erased. What's the table name is stream schedule data. Okay, for each. So now we can't. We probably can't. Well, we'll see here. No. Something's missing here. I know I've done this without using Cloud Table. I just can't think what project I have to reference. Azure functions, table storage, list all entities. No, that's not what I want to do. Azure functions. No, but I don't want to use this. I want to use the binding. Makes me almost wish I would have gone with Cosmos instead of table storage. Because the Cosmos DB binding is supported way more than... Yeah, but this is all relevant to... All right. So now So now I figure out how I want to get the data. But I want to use the bindings as much as possible versus having like SDK code. Someone must have an example. Azure storage, Azure table storage, get all entities, Azure functions. Gotta run, Gwen. Thank you for your content as always. See you next time. See you, Boris. So we can use this here. Says how we have binding provides you exactly one no, not one entity. I don't want one entity. Get an instance of cloud that points. Table partition key. No, don't want a partition key. Table connection string. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Get entities from table. So what options do we have with stream data? Stream dot okay, which is the table name. Okay. So let's go back to that example. So we're here right now. Oh, I was gonna copy this here. partition. Okay, so that means we can utilize this, but let's just go back to storage, table storage. Alright, so we're gonna copy this here. And we're just gonna edit that query to match what we want. New. Partition key, we just say P1, and we don't care about the row key. Right? Or do I care about the row key? For now, I don't think I do. For each log entity in partition key entity time. Okay, cool. So we need, go back here. All right, so this is going to be our, right, stream schedule, gonna be used as T element generic typed. What? Oh, I didn't name it the right thing. Hold on. What's the class? Does the class have to be something else too? Oh, okay. We have to create a public class of type table entity. So we gotta call this. Where is it here? Table entity, and then we have to get the right. This one here, right? Do I need the row when I query? I don't think so. So let's just get rid of one of these. For now. For now, we're not gonna worry about. Stream code entity, and here. Whoops. The table, stream data, query, and then we're gonna log partition key, row key. I don't want timestamp. Let's just do topic. And then for now, I guess we could add the other one. Topic and, I don't know, URL. I wonder if we probably have to declare the, no. Do we? Have to put the connection string in the binding? Let's see. I remember working with table storage. Error indexing method. Storage can't bind table to type. Windows storage table cloud. So we're getting. Yeah, we're getting the same error here. There we go. Maybe we're using the wrong package? Blob data. Where's table storage? So we have to use Cosmos? Okay, see? Now it's pointing to the right one. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna not use table storage and we can use Cosmos DB. Because clearly it's better supported than... let me move this to over here. I'm gonna create the Cosmos account. It's in my other window. I'm gonna put it in the same resource group. We're gonna use core SQL. Put it in East US2. All right. I haven't serverless mode is still in preview, but we're gonna try it out anyway. All right, so while that's going, I'm gonna create another function. And in here, Just gonna keep it all the defaults. Create local setting. Create new local settings. Oh wait, did it not create yet? I might have to, hold on. Never mind, I gotta wait till the Cosmos account finishes creating and then I can link it. What's up with the chat? I haven't been paying much. I got extremely focused on this thing, so I haven't been paying much attention. I saw Boris left though. Anyone still there? This will be fun. I should have done Cosmos DB from the start. It's newer. It's kind of like what they're pushing. Not necessarily pushing, but it's supported better. Wow, this takes forever to create. April C, how are you doing this lovely evening? Nice to see another woman in here. Gwen in the house. Who is that person with a name that I clearly, obviously cannot pronounce? I gotta get rid of that box. It's been there for like days. Oh, it's getting late. About to start playing some trap music. Alright. This thing takes forever to deploy. Who's that person with the incognito name? Or just a name that I can't pronounce? Sorry. My name is... Try to pronounce it. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna try. Cause I don't even know where to start. Goodness, this takes forever to pronounce. I mean, to deploy. Why did I say pronounce? It's late, people. You can tell. Let's get some questions going in the chat so I can at least have something to say while I'm waiting for this thing to finish deploying. I'm doing enterprise cloud dev and I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you too. How long does this thing take? Let me try refreshing it. Come on, Cosmos. I got this tripod thingy today. So I said once I hit 2K subs, I'm gonna invest in some equipment. So I'm just gonna fiddle with it until this deployment is done. Because I can't create the function until the account is done. So here we are. I think the box must not be important if it's still sitting there. The box, I don't know. I don't know what's in that box. Cosmos take forever because it has to go to outer space to deploy. LOL. Man, I should have created this account before I started streaming. But to be fair, I wanted to go with table storage instead of Cosmos DB. How is the new light kit? Oh, that's what the box is. Thank you. Yes, the light came in that box. It's great. Yeah, I can't wait to... Have I used it already for videos? No, not yet. I think I'm gonna record one tomorrow and I'll use it. It's fantastic, but if I turn it on right now, it's gonna toast my face off, so no way I'm turning it on. It's too late to do that. This thing is pretty neat because like the legs have like these little like rubber thingies, so you can like turn them around. Kind of neat to fiddle with. Well, I guess while it deploys, we can look into Cosmos DB binding, just so we know what we're getting into. I know I've done a video on this, so it shouldn't be too foreign. Do we want a trigger? No, we want HTTP. Do we want HTTP, so we want to just add it. So we'll just need to add this here, right? Cool, cool. Let's check out output binding. Yeah, so we still need it to create them. Yusuf, welcome, my friend. Sorry, that might have been a little loud. Sorry. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. I was telling her like how I always have like the YouTube voice on now. I used to be like super mellow, super to myself, super like introverted. And ever since I started doing like YouTube videos, well, not ever since, but like lately, I've been I kind of like always have like YouTube voice on. I'm just always like super high energy, which I find odd, but that's probably why I was super loud then. Gwen, do you speak Spanish? Yes, I speak fluent Spanish. Especially since I see you like the dark mode on the PC. Yeah, I love dark mode. Deploying now. Yeah, we're deploying a Cosmos DB account so we can use it inside of an Azure function, so we can get data out of a table, so we can use it to display information on a Blazor WebAssembly project. And phone calls. Oh my gosh. What if I was like, yeah. and a phone call. Don't forget to like and subscribe. No. I promise you, if you go back and look at every single one of my videos, I have not once said don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've never ever said that. Because my whole thing on that is, if people go to YouTube, they kind of know what they're there for. Like if they like your stuff, they're gonna subscribe. Like why are you telling them? I think it's obnoxious. So it's just, I just don't do it. I'm wondering if something messed up. Oh, see? All I had to do was threaten it. All right, hold on. So I actually don't need to create a new function. We can just use the one that we have, but we do need the data. So let's go back here. I mean, we need the settings. So what settings do we need? That is a great question. So we don't need, we're gonna erase this. We don't need this anymore. And we don't need this binding, but we need the Cosmos binding. So we need this format here. Right, so we need to copy that into here. We're gonna need to create a table, a database, a collection, and then we're gonna need this here. And then we're gonna create, we need the NuGet package as well. Okay. So first let me create the table. I don't have too many things open. Let me get my tabs in order. All right, I closed 30 tabs right now. All right, so this is what Cosmos looks like. We're going to create items container, sure. Is it doing it? Is it not doing it? All right, so what data do I need? I need database name, to do items. No, I don't want to do. Let's create a new database. Let's call it stream schedule. We'll hit OK. And then that way we can already fill in here. We know it's called stream. Oh my goodness, stream schedule, right? And then inside here, we're gonna create a new container. We'll call it, just call it items. And partition key, what do we want to partition it by? Topic? Topic will have a topic date. Yeah, probably topic. Okay, so we know that's called items, so that can stay the same, and then we're gonna need to copy the connection string. But first, we need to get the correct here, NuGet package. Okay. I have recently learned some Spanish too. Oh, hey Antonio, I recently learned some Spanish. I have recently learned some Spanish to respond to all the thank you I get from the Mexico dev team. Where is the Mexico dev team from? Most are from Juarez. Alright, so we're installing Cosmos DB. NuGet package. Then we're going to... Okay, cool, that worked. So I'm gonna need to... close this out, we have that. C#. Okay, so we need the connection string. So let me drag this over here. Oh, you guys are gonna see it anyway, are you? We could probably extract the connection string to the local.settings. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Alright. I get what I need to do. Hold on. So I'm gonna drag this over here for a quick second. And I'm gonna copy my Cosmos keys. Okay. So I've declared this variable inside of the local.settings.json in here. I'm gonna close that. Oh, and this doesn't need to be table entity anymore. I don't even think we're gonna need this class. Well, we might need this class. No, we don't. I don't think so. But we'll keep it. Alright, we're back here. I just want to list everything that's inside of. Yeah, so we probably want something like this. Now I say often, no hay de queso, no más de papas. No hay bronca. You're getting the Spanish Mexican lingo. No hay de queso, no más de papas. Why do I have a feeling that person with a name that I don't know is someone trolling? Okay. Where was I? Alright, I'm going to list all the items inside of here. So you just do simple as copying this. HTTP function is executed, and then for team schedule, stream data item inside of stream data items. Log information description dot. Okay, so we're gonna need to create that to do item this dot. We'll just do the topic for now. Oh wait, 2 times that outsync for each. We don't need to add anything right now. We'll just comment this out. We just need to list. So inside of our class, we're probably gonna need to add simple ID and description. What does our class have? Date, topic, URL. All right, first let's add some data. This is JSON, right? So we have to do it like ID. We'll say this is an ID of 1, which is a terrible idea, but again, this is dummy data. And then let's just say this is like date, and then we'll have like, I don't know, today, 2020, 08/26. And then we'll have topic, which will be test topic, and then we'll have a URL, which will be, I don't know, we'll just do my YouTube for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that no oh gosh. Cool, so we have some data there. Topic, URL, date. It's just a string now, so we can just keep this a string. Date, topic, URL, and then note. Yeah, so we're doing this. We're doing Azure functions, Cosmos, DB, return all data. Is there an easy? What? So we're gonna need a query. VMworld is free this year if you're into that virtualization stuff. Ah, this is what we need, people. So we need a supply. We've got that, we've got that. We need a query. Select all from items, probably, right? So we could do it in here. Is it like a... Select all from items. And then we can store that in something like this. Fantastico. Stream schedule data. Items. Quite unique name, right? What's going on? Did I say it in a real? Can't be. There we go. Okay, so we got the query. We're getting it from there, and then we can just print stuff out, right? And then he's listing it like. Wow, so simple. See, this is it's such an easier approach than using table storage. Isn't it lovely when stuff's documented correctly? We actually don't need any of this. All right. So, is this gonna work? Is this gonna return everything? I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so if I copy this, we should just get what we inserted into the Cosmos. Should print a console. Not working. Yeah, that does work. Select all from items. Test topic. Select all from items. Select all from items, and then we're asking to return item.topic. Item.topic. I wonder if it's the connection string. Let me double check my connection string. Yeah, so connection string setting, Cosmos DB, and then I guess I gotta make sure I added it in here. Maybe I didn't. I feel like I did though. I wonder if it's even connecting correctly though. So let's go. Oh, never mind. It did work, I just wasn't looking at the right place. Check it out. So, where would it go? Right here, nothing, and then we had test topic somewhere here. I swear I just saw it. I swear I'm not going crazy. I just saw it. Let's do it once more. Alright, here it is. Boom. Test topic. Which is the topic of the only item that we have in here. Here. Right? Wait, where'd it go? Success. So if I do like item dot topic, and then I can do like item dot name. No, item dot note. We'll take this out. All right. No way, attention deficit? What's up, man? Very, very cool to see you in here. So let me hit that. So here we have the test topic, and this is demi data. Cool. All right, so we're authenticating correctly. We're getting the data correctly. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. So now what I have to do is get all the data and then format it in JSON. But I think I'm going to leave that for tomorrow because I've been doing this for 2 hours and 13 minutes just because I wasted so much time doing the table storage stuff, which I shouldn't have done at the beginning. But lesson learned. All right, people. Attention deficit, my guy. Thank you so much for joining at the very end. Yusuf, Danny, Boris, everyone else who was in here. Person's name that I can't pronounce. All you people, thank you so much. First, some people were in here for like 2 hours. Hope all is well. Love everything you produce. Looking forward to every more music. Yeah, I gotta get back on music. Soon. I'll have a little bit more time coming up soon. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna continue the same project tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot cooler tomorrow. I just have to figure out like all these pieces, but you know, it's part of the process. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Maybe a little earlier, that way it's not too late into the night. But yeah, we'll see you all soon. Bye.